My brothers and sisters are back again. I had to come back again. I had to come back again just to encourage you again, and just tell you some of the things that God is doing. And one of the things that God is doing, He's shifting you. And if I can say He's shifting you, what I mean by that is, there's a place that you once was mentally. There's a place that you were physically. There was a place that you were emotionally. There were certain things that you were dealing with. There were certain things that you were facing. It's like you were going around the same old mountain, the same old circle, just like it's going on the same old circle. And so what has happened, wherein it felt like you were going around the same old circle, going around the circle. Now what has happened, you've left the circle. Meaning that you've transitioned from the place that you were going around a circle in, and now you've come across, you went across a passage. Kind of like in the scripture, when Moses, the children of Israel were circling this one mountain, and God had instructed them, it's time to go over. It is time to go over. You've been sitting here for so long. You've been sitting and circling this same mountain for so long and looking at the promise. They were looking at the promise. They could see the promised land. They could see it. But the thing that stopped them from getting to the promised land were giants. Things that were big, huge, large. And many were afraid. Many were afraid. And not only they were afraid, there was a Jordan that they had to go. They had a river that they had to go through, and this river was dirty. In order to get to that promised land, they had to go through some dirty water. They had to go through some stuff they didn't want to go through. They didn't want to have to go through that. And many of you, if you're listening to me, there are certain things that you got to go through that's dirty, that you don't like to do, that you don't like to listen to, that you don't like to become, that you don't like to deal with. And see, what it is the things that you don't like, those pet peeves, the things that set you off and make you lose your testimony. Those are the things that have been talking to you. Those are the things that God want to break you free from. See, because the things that were your pet peeves, the things that you had difficult problems dealing with, the things that triggered you, that's what's your weakness. That was the thing that was blocking you from getting to that next place. It was blocking you. And so now God has removed it. He's removing the obstacle. He's removing the thing that's been in your way. And so now things are becoming easier. They're becoming easier. They're becoming easier because you've decided within your heart and said, God, I'm ready. God, enough of feeling this way, God, enough of going around this thing, God, enough of feeling and dealing with this situation, God, I'm ready to go over. God, I'm ready for something new. God, I'm ready for a new life. God, I'm ready for new promises, new everything. And God, there's a promise that God said He's going to do a new thing. And the instructions that He gave was that consider not the former thing. And so the things in your past, He said, drop it. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. The things of old. Don't think about it. Don't even worry about what they did, what she did, or what they did. Let it go. Let that go, because that is the thing that's holding you. It's got your attention. You keep looking back. You keep looking down. You keep looking over. Instead of, you need to look forward. You need to look forward. And so the moment that you get out of that spell, and see, that's all it is. It's a spell. It's a spell. The thing that hurt you, the thing that violated you, the thing that did something to you, it was a spell. And God want to break that spell, and breaking that spell, you're going to go into your shift. You're going to go into that place. You're going to go into your promise. You're going to go into your promised place. You're going to go into that place that's promised to you. That's been waiting for you to wake up. Been waiting for you to understand who you are and where you are. And you're just so close. Some of you, you're just so close. You're so close to the promise. You're so close to your healing. You're so close to things are breaking forth. And some of you, listen, you can feel it. You can feel God. You can hear God talking to you. You can hear God touching your heart, coming into your spirit, man. And see, God is changing. God is shifting. God is moving. And see, a shift If I can say anything, a shift, you can look at a car, 5 feet, 5 speed, 4 speed, 6 speed, whatever it is. And when that car takes off and when that car begins to go, at some point or another, it could be in a certain gear and it could be at a certain RPM. But there comes a time in order for that car to relax and accelerate, that car and that gear must be downshift. In other words, it has to be pulled back. And so many of you, there are certain things that you must downshift. There are certain things that you must let go of. There are so many things that you must walk away from and not listen to it no more. The scripture says to submit yourself unto God. And in you submit yourself unto God, it will give you the strength and power to resist that devil. And he will flee. God bless you.